15 laps to go here at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Who will it be? We talked about 12 drivers, 10 races, 1 championship. Jimmie Johnson has owned that championship in 2006 and 2007. NASCAR Sprint Cup Series coverage presented by GoDaddy.com. Well, who's your man? Can Jimmy hold him off? Is Biffle going to be able to get up there? What about Carl?
It's going to be tough to take this race away from Jimmie Johnson.
He's about as good as he gets whenever he gets down to this time. You know, even times when he doesn't have the best car, but he seems to have the best car here today. I think they'll have a hard time. He'll have to make a mistake or something happen for those guys to take this away.
We're about to find out. Jimmie Johnson is a 2-time winner here at New Hampshire. A little pushing and shoving down on the inside. Johnson pulls away.
These guys are racing awful hard. We might not have seen our last caution the way they're going at it 3 and 4 wide through the corner.
They will black flag the 0-0 Michael McDowell for passing on the inside before the start-finish line. You can't do that on the restart.
Yeah, you don't necessarily have to make the pass. It's just the attempt that you make, and he was definitely below the 7 car before they got to the start-finish line on that restart. 24 car, Jeff Gordon on pit road for left side tires, flat spotted tires, and the 07, of course, came on pit road for tires. After the issues they've been battling all day. There's a 24. And here's a lead. Wow. Where did this come from?
Nobody saw this one coming. I didn't. Man, he just blew right by Johnson.
Yeah, trying to come back. Biffle might have been holding back a little bit. A little contact.
Jimmy's not holding back.
A little touch, and Biffle.
Oh, yeah, that will bring Carl into the picture, too.
Couple of Roush Fenway guys. How appropriate up here in Red Sox country. You got a couple of Roush Fenway drivers in front and behind Jimmie Johnson with 11 laps to go.
Biffle's strolling right here. Maybe he was saving fuel until this last run.
He might have been doing exactly that, Andy. But he's got a good bite off the corner right now. He's just really beating Jimmie Johnson off the corners.
10 to go. The 31 car. Burton isn't bad. There comes the 31 in, trying to move in on this battle. Right now, if you look at the points, there would be a tie. You look at the 99 car of Edwards up top. And the 07, Clint Boyer said, I've had enough of this. I'm going to try to make my way to the front. There's the 8 car, Almirola there. 44 of Rudeman. Boyer back in 12th position. The 42 Montoya right behind him. Or now the 44 that has Rudeman right behind him in position.
Clint Boyer trying to make all the spots that he can. You know, he'd fallen back to 19th, and he's trying to make his way back to the top 10. That'd be a nice little gain for them, even though it's not the day that they were looking for.
He's 12th. There's still 9 laps to go.
Bobby Labonte trying to get a position there in the 43 car. 24 is there. Jeff Gordon after that pit stop for left side tires. The 07, Clint Boyer in front of Rudeman. There's Jeff Gordon. Every position counts here. Every single point can be critical.
Rick Biffle's still our leader out front. He and Jimmie Johnson ran almost identical lap times the previous lap.
Greg Biffle has now led 3 times today for 50 laps and just pulling away somewhat from Jimmie Johnson.
Yeah, they've been 100th of a second apart the last 2 laps. Biffle was 100 faster the previous lap. Jimmie Johnson's 100 faster there, so he's going to have to do more than that to catch him and make a pass here. 7 laps to go.
See that 31 and the 88, they've had a little pushing and shoving here just about 15 laps ago.
Yeah, we saw these guys racing each other real hard, and I saw Jeff Burton really kind of rough Junior up when he went by him, and that's not normal what you see out of Jeff Burton.
No.
Maybe they had a little contact earlier.
I'm sure it was, but you ruffle Jeff Burton's feathers, and you'll find out that you'll have a little bit of a battle on your hands.
Six laps to go. Again, the 31 car is 4th. Earnhardt Jr. is 5th. Margin up front. Biffle now half a second over Jimmie Johnson.
Yeah, 2 different lines there. You could see
Jr. running the higher line. Jeff Burton right down on the very bottom. You see our leaders go by right there. Jimmy Johnson's closed in just a little bit. Got kind of a nice run off turn 4 that last time in.
About 700ths of a second. Jimmy Johnson beat Biffle the last lap. He's not going to give up on this thing until the checker flag's waving, I can tell you that.
Well, he's driving it off in the corner. I can see that.
I'm not sure if that's him driving it in the corner so hard as it's Greg Biffle back in the corner up just a little bit, floating it in. I think that's really what's paid off for him today.
We're getting down to that time, though, and see if these guys have calculated right, if they've had enough caution laps to be able to make it on fuel here.
I was about to say, how hungry is Greg Biffle? You can see it right there. 33 races since Greg Biffle has gone to victory lane. The last time was Kansas last September. It's been almost a year.
And Jimmy Johnson gained another half a tenth last lap.
You can see he can just close in a little bit on the entry. We talked about Biffle, how good he was on the exit. As long as he's not going to get too tight here in these last 4 laps. They're coming to get 3 to go right now.
Virtual tie the last lap.
We've got no traffic that's going to be a factor in this. This is just going to be come down to these 2 guys fighting it out here. Saw Biffle really driving that thing hard coming off of turn 2.
Really what Jimmy Johnson is trying to do is just maybe make Greg overdrive his car just a little bit. And this fill that mirror up just a little bit with your car. You can make him take a little focus off the windshield and put it in the mirror.
And this is so hard with these cars. As they get closer to each other, they, in Jimmy Johnson's case, you lose a little bit of that front end, the air to the front end, and that hurts your downforce.
That's it, bud. Get your corner there. Clear by 5. Coming to the white. One more time now.
Yeah, Biffle put a little distance in between he and Jimmy Johnson right there. This is going to send a message to these guys. We were talking about the big 3, and Greg Biffle says, and hold on.
We asked at the beginning of the day who would step up. A year ago, it was Clint Boyer who got his very first career victory here. Well, Biffle has won before, but he has not won in over a year. What a good time for this Roush Fenway team and Greg Biffle to get hot. Biffle to pick up his very first win of 2008 and his first win ever in the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Race number 1 in the chase is history, and Greg Biffle wins it.
Wow, that was quite a pass there. Jimmy Johnson second, Carl Edwards. You see a battle here for some points. Kevin Harvick does beat Casey Kane to the line.
Harvick and Kane, that was for 10th position.
Jeff Gordon fights his way back to 14th. Clint Boyer back up to 12th.
Tony Stewart, 8th place after that long day.
Yeah, great finish by him. His team really battled back.
Get a man. Oh, great job, guys. Great job, man.
Let's go down to Shannon.
Yeah, down here with Greg Irwin. Hugs from all the team members down here, guys. A big day for this 16 team as Greg Biffle does his burnout. They're like, Greg Irwin, check this out. Greg. Congratulations on this great win, Greg, watching your driver do a burnout. Gotta ask you, you guys shot out of a cannon on that last run. How much were you guys holding back?
Probably only Greg Biffle knows that. I'm going to say quite a bit. He's been racing smart all year. This team has been hanging tough all year. We've been in it, and hopefully now they're going to see what we can really do. The Dish Turbo HD car had it. Had a good day in the pits. And I can't say enough about all the guys at Roush Fenway, because this is the strongest team I've ever been a part of, and I'm proud and I'm happy for Greg to be back in victory lane. That's where he deserves, and I'm happy for these guys. It's a great day. It's good.
Well, the statement definitely is that Greg Biffle is here to play in this chase, guys.
Almost saw a smile out of Jack Roush right there.
Well, last night, Greg Biffle's Red Sox pulled off the comeback in the late innings. Today, at New Hampshire Motor Speedway, the Roush Fenway team of Greg Biffle pulled off the comeback to head to victory lane. Back in a moment.